This was February of 1984 when we were taking a walk very similar to this one. Dr. Nagel and myself were looking for these nettles that I would say look very much like these. So we took maybe a bag full of these nettles and shipped those to California. And when the accountant came into the office that day, we suggested that because he had such bad allergies that he take the other plant material, which was echinacea that we had there, and thought the echinacea might help his allergies. But for some reason, and we don't know exactly why, he took the nettles instead, and within 10-15 minutes his allergies were gone. But it seems to be only because of the freeze drying that it captures the active ingredient of the nettles and makes it possible that you can consume it. So this material is here in the wild, and ever since we've done the study and we've had such great results, we continue to harvest these from the wild because Oregon is very rich in plant material like this, and on practically any mountainside that you take, you'll most likely run into stinging nettles. So they're abundant. So they're about as pure as you could get. At that time, the organic industry was just beginning to form, and Eclectic was one of the first companies in the United States to actually join the organic movement. But we never went with organic stinging nettles. Most of the other companies that do it tend to sell organic nettles, mostly because they don't grow it in the wild, and so they're always looking for a way to have another story about the stinging nettles, and people seem to think that organic agriculture is somewhat better. But nature provides probably a better source of nutrients that agriculture and organic agriculture does not necessarily consider that important. This is how nettles like to grow. So there's no need to dig them up and replant them someplace else under shade cloth or in a field. Well, the one thing about the nettles is that we harvest them before they start to flower and collect just the very top part of the plant. And that's the key to our success, and we continue to replicate the same thing that was responsible for the results in the freeze-dried clinical study in 1984. Identifying where the wild nettles really came from and seeing the environment that it was discovered in is something that I think is more valuable than it being grown in an organic farm.